Hello. Is it audible now? Anyone here to confirm? All right. So I won't be speaking much. I'm just going to be sketching here. So if you guys are around, feel free to chat, do all sort of things. And yeah. So although music is still high, so I'm just going to reduce the music to the point. Is it better now? So close League of Legend. Array. So we had this guy Draven in our team. So he was feeding so much. It's League of Legends. I'm not even sure why why do I play this game anymore. I used to enjoy it a lot, but now I'm trying different games. Uh, yeah, so I really miss playing offline campaigns. Actually, voice is not small. I'm keeping my uh, hold on. My table is too small, so I'm just trying to fit everything in, and I almost broke my vacuum tablet. I dropped my mic. Is it better now? All right, guys. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Okay, so where is my vacuum tablet? Hold on. Is it better now? Testing, 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 testing. So I don't want this to pick up noise from background. There are all sort of things happening around me. So it's not a studio. Anyways, so what you guys up to? Feel free to share anything you like, and I'm just gonna shamelessly ignore everything and just going to continue on the sketch because yeah. So League of Legends, yeah. Let me close this thing. Uh, Close window and exit. Yeah. So that wind thing, that the sound is gone. The windy sound that was from League of Legends. Creating a 3D short film. To amateur designer, uh, y- check out my Vimeo link. It's in the banner. So you may find some stuff which is related to short films. How do I close this thing? Just bear with me, guys. Forget it. Oh, I see now. I see. I see what's happening. Much better. So, if you are from India, especially from New Delhi, do you guys have any recommendation from where can I get those standing desk, the one with the big tabletop? Just let me know if you have any recommendation. So, that story for animation movie. So, yeah, questions for later. What about people from Vietnam? I know some. Nah, Vietnam, I don't want to import any table this moment. So I'm just trying to find a better view because when I'm talking and I'm working, I find it really difficult to concentrate. So I just felt like I can do slightly better job than what I've already done here. Although, I'm just trying to find a better view. So, yes, sir, this is 2D, but we will be making this in 3D later on. I was just trying to figure out what kind of. Hold on. Well, my screen is kind of glitchy. When I enter the full screen in with Photoshop, it gets slightly glitchy. Anyways, I guess it could be because this is touch sensitive. How do I disable the touch thing? I guess it's going to be from here. Touch properties and or touch disable. Forget it. Hey everyone. So pardon me if I'm not catching up with the chat here. I might in some time. But feel free to share anything and discuss things among the crowd here. This is tablet. Uh, I'm embarrassing myself. What is this? So, hold on. I don't think it's such a complicated view that I need these vanishing lines so prominently visible in the background. I'm just thinking, is there anything we can do to make this view better before we proceed to 3D? So, what kind of symbol should we put on this? Hold on. Since I don't have any concept in mind at this moment, I'm just trying to randomly populate this thing. It could be horns, it could be anything. Yeah, horns. Horns look nice. I'm just thinking something from Orcs, like the Warhammer franchise. It could also be a hat. Uh, this looks too much, and this is going to be too much effort. So I don't want to complicate it. Maybe sometimes simple things. It's actually pretty generic design. These fantasy game artworks are pretty common, unless you have some unique concept in mind. But for our purpose, I think it should be fine. We just need something, and I don't want to just write a prompt for this. I'm being rendered useless, so for my own sake, because I quite enjoy this, I don't want to write a prompt. At this moment, at least, we'll see in the future how it turns out. So, so in uh, in the background, we could wrap this up with simple grass actually, but like we were discussing the other day, we could have multiple of these. So, yes, I play video games a lot. Viking, Viking. Does is it like a word flip for a Viking? Yes, you can learn Blender with iGPU. It's just that Sala Junior, if you are planning to render some intense scenes, you might would run out of GPU power. So rendering is going to be difficult, but you can start learning Blender with iGPU. If you want to edit few footages in editing softwares, you can do that as well. But you need to keep in mind that the iGPUs have pretty limited power. So maybe if you're just planning to render one image, uh, then it's fine. But if you have the whole sequence, then you might would need a faster GPU. All right. So keep that in mind. So maybe we could. I used to be much faster with Photoshop, but these days I'm kind of uh, not drawing as much as I used to. But hold on. So I miss doing the pre-production myself. It's been a while. I made a short film, so other than storyboards, I haven't really sketched much in past year. It's only been storyboards. So about my logo, uh, actually, it was more about visual. So I was just thinking about cross my mind is cross mind is short for crossed my something which crossed your mind. So it's more about ideas and anything you basically creating anything which is in your imagination. So I just wanted to keep a name for brand which is slightly more scalable and not really too focused towards something which might not be adaptable in future. So anything that crossed my mind falls within it. Yes, Leonardo. Hold on, Leonardo. Just if you go to the description, this is my work for other brands. I'm surprised people don't check description much. Often people are asking, like, okay, I don't mean to. Uh, anyways, so yeah, about the playlist, about the tutorials, and The tutorials are being watched with just the first chapter is being watched. The later chapters are uh, I have to mention people that it's 7 day tutorial. So whenever you're watching something on YouTube, just see, sometimes there's a lot of information in description. uh, so yeah, it's going to be beneficial. Thank you everyone, and I wish you all good luck. And if you learning Blender, if you're learning animation, if you're learning anything and you find it difficult, and keep in mind that it's fine. It is difficult. There's nothing wrong with it. And you just need to continue, and wait for the point where everything clicks and you find your own style one day. So I'm just thinking maybe on the ground, I'm not sure. Like, I actually wanted something on the ground, but this is becoming too much of close up. Yeah, something like this might be better. The composition was, this is much better. Anyways, let me. So these are basically going to be same flags. I don't think we can afford to model all of these flags with unique designs. So anyways, just thinking whether or not we should have clouds or something in the background. But then it's going to become Ronaldo or Messi. Uh, Sorry, I don't have any opinion about Ronaldo or Messi. Sorry, bro. But but I think if I have to pick one, nah, I'm not going to pick. Nope, not falling for that trap. It's a trap, I know. Anyone asking you Ronaldo or Messi, it's a trap. So I think about the stones. We don't think, based on this view, we should put stones. Uh, I mean, hold on. What happened to my Photoshop? Come on, don't hang up. Come on, man. Photoshop is freezing. What is this? Anyways, let me just close this window and hope everything is fine. Yeah, it's on autosave. So I think it would be enough if we just put some smoke and those uh, embered particles. Actually, it's not. I don't think it's just the Photoshop, but since the time I've installed Wacom tablet, there's something about all these things coming together in 4K resolution. So things are a uh, bit glitchy. So so yeah. So about the ground, I'm not sure. We should put ground in this blur. Yeah. So I think it would be enough if we just to create some foreground. Maybe we should just have like grass or some prop in the forced perspective, like in the foreground we could just have some swords. Would that be too much? This is just for this is just to frame it. Yeah, it's a bit too much. So can put ground, grass, stone. Yes, actually grass is good. We could have some grass. Come on. Yeah, I'm not saying anything, sorry. I was just concentrating on this artwork. So yeah, I think should be enough, even if we don't have any ground stones or anything. But the fire in the background, those particles and all that. I mean, not really fire, but we are going to have smoke. And I really love smoke simulations. It adds so much in your visuals. It doesn't matter what, I just, even if I have default cube, I put it with smoke. I just love it. So it just fills your scene. I mean, not just smoke, but you have some volume in your scene. It's all the negative space is taken care of with just one volume cube. So is there anything? Yeah, I think yeah, this was pretty bland composition. At least, is there? Hold on. Is there anything else we can add that won't really overburden like the whole prompt, the effort we are trying to put? We have that skull from the other tutorial that we made, so we can definitely use that skull. I mean, we can have some smoke. That same thing that we did in the content creation series. I just, yeah, that'll be great. Nah, symmetry is too much. I think it should be here. That's fine, but we can remove it from here. Otherwise, too much symmetry, not great for this. Captain Jack Sparrow. What? Like burning tower in the background or something? Yeah, burning tower. I mean, there are all sort of things we can try, but I was thinking it should be easy enough for anyone who is actually I'm encouraging people to work on these prompts. So if I overcomplicate this, then that becomes something else. So I just want to keep it just the Warhammer. I mean, if you're not aware of the this thing, every week we have a prompt on Discord, and we are just modeling or creating things around it. So at this moment we have secondary effects like atmosphere. We might would have some clouds, we might would have some smoke, but the main element is just the flag, crows hanging around. Yeah, crows. Yeah, I mean that'll be too much of effort unless you put it in distance and it just silhouette. That just silhouette is fine. We can have some really low resolution crows like something like this, following the radial composition here. This looks like a dragon, huh? Drukaris. No, just really small silhouette of a birdie. But I'm not sure of. Yeah, so I think this should be enough. This should be enough. Uh, about the logo. Now, my logo, I'm not sure how well it goes. I have to make it like this. One horn is not going to be enough. So, nah, that's too much. Why do I have why do I have so many lines? So characters take a long time and so do animals. Yeah, so I won't really be making actually like the crows with the feathers and all that, but maybe some low poly geometry just hanging there somewhere lost in the fog. So yeah, I'm not even sure if I can make this. Maybe I'm just getting too ambitious. I know I can, but uh, maybe it might be too much of stress, too much of stretch for small simple thing that. So how did you get? I'm not really good with geometry nodes. Actually, if you see in the series, I'm pretty much working with the basics. So, I mean, I'm not really great with the vector math, the whole thing. I mean, I understand the nodes, I understand what they do. I am capable of figuring out different type of effects, but I don't want to push myself too much into in the vector math because I honestly feel that a geometry node needs to reach a point where it's not too much of a broken vector math and something more approachable for an artist who is like not really into all those things. I mean, at this moment, it looks like too broken into small nodes. Like if you see Houdini, in Houdini, you have like those macro nodes, and then you have these group nodes, which are bundled in the presets. So if you are making something like a if you drag pop solver or pop wind, particle wind or something, and you double click on that, you have all sort of vector math going within that. But on the outer shell, you have just a simple node. So at this moment, even though simulation and all that is, I mean, people are uploading that crazy stuff that you might have seen, but I mean, I think there should be slightly more user friendly sort of a layer, like more group nodes, which are easy for people to uh, read and understand, like modifiers. So, how do you think AI artificial intelligence will affect the animator's career? So, I don't think. I mean, it's too big of a stretch. See, about the AI, I think I'm really not in a position to predict anything at this moment. But looking at the current scenario, I would say just because it looks like animation, just because it looks like an artwork, doesn't mean it solves a purpose perfectly. So there is a really fine line between uh, between a requirement, a problem, and a designer and artist solving it. So a lot goes in between. So sometimes you might would see rejected drawings by concept art studios, by animation studios, because and you'll see those rejected drawings and you'll be like, why is this rejected? It looks so good, but small details, all those things are really taken care with so much care. I mean, a lot goes into it. When you look into the eyes of the character, when you when a character is holding something, a small tweak of gesture, uh, it's a lot to process through AI. But and also from an artist point of view, I think there's also an emotional thing about, like, when you look at art that is made by AI. I mean, you can argument that it's just artwork, but uh, it's more like hearing a story. Let's say if something happened, an event happened with you, uh, and you're telling that story. You know that it's your experience, and someone is telling that, someone is saying that story, and there's a thrill, and that thrill is captured into in your story, right? But there is a fiction inspired by real events, but uh, it's really difficult to bring all that in a script that is generated by AI. I mean, I'm pretty sure for quite some foreseeable future. I mean, not really foreseeable future. It's going to take time for any. I mean, we have been hearing technology, the AI, all this taking over for quite some time, and this past year, I think it's going to, at least for now, it's going to settle at a point that it's going to become a tool from where which artists can benefit from, but not settle to it. I mean, I hope I don't really think it's going to replace art or design at this moment. It might would raise the bar, and it might would allow more people to have more stuff in their tool shelves. I mean, some people are maybe not great with rendering, then maybe they can benefit from AI. Some people are not great with, let's say, if you are doing some mundane task, that can be taken care with AI. I mean, so I was watching this film by Corridor Crew, and I saw what they have done. That is the diffusion technique, and so if you see an anime, like, hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can. I hope I don't get a copyright strike or anything. Uh, let's see. Let me check my incognito. Yeah, everything is fine. Beyonce, go back. Yeah, so there is this thing. Corridor. Where is my chat window? Come on. You can show still images. Yeah. So I'm just going to open these still images. Anime. Yeah. So this, I was watching this, and there was so much going on in the chat on Twitter, and yeah. So my personal opinion is, hold on. I'm just getting some notifications. Pardon, I'm not really great with the live streaming. Uh, get distracted too much. So in this animation, what I felt is, even though it's a great technique and it might be suitable for some experimental films, it might be suitable for sort of a stylized animation. Yeah. So now I don't think I can play this animation. Can you guys see this my browser? My stream is not updating for some reason. Mic check. So why is okay? I'm not in live. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. So about this style and uh, this whole thing, this is actually a pretty good technique, and I think it could be a sort of time saver, and it could be beneficial for some experimental film and all that. But what I like about anime, what I like about the whole animation thing, is that sometimes you're seeing things which are not really there. I mean, in anime that happens a lot. It's so dynamic, and you have such distorted transitions. You have such uh, great motion going on. I mean, the speed that can be that is actually what do you say? You have these fake lines which makes you think that character is going in such speed. So you have so much freedom when you draw everything manually. I mean, it's time consuming, but uh, I really like this this thing. Hold on. From Naruto versus Sasuke. So in this, I remember this animation. Political things get aside. Yeah, yeah. So this particular animation. Hold on. This one. Now, if you see in this animation, you have so much. It's drawn with so much of freedom. There is so much going on, and the, the distortion and all that happening. Hold on, hold on. There was a great scene where, nah, not this. Not sure if it was this fight. Yeah, this one. So something like this, I mean, it comes with a freedom, and it comes with a um, taking risk in your drawing. So so when you're taking all these risks, when you're drawing with so much of, you're not really constrained by the camera. You're not really constrained by uh, how stretched my character should look physically. So, and sometimes there are happy accidents. Sometimes it just going beyond the actual physics and the real world. I mean, in Dragon Ball Z, you see a character punching, like throwing thousand punches. So I think when you're drawing these frames manually, there is a thing about animation that let's say if a character is running at a distance, it could appear as a dot, and the same character, if you zoom in, how do I put this? So let's say, hold on, let me just make a character here. Let's open Blender. So let's say if I have this dot at a distance. Now, if nobody tells you what exactly is happening on this screen, you'll just see the dot moving. And if I zoom in on this and show you a character is running, then your mind now is going to think of this as a character even if I zoom out again. So that's the thing about animation. You can take advantage of so many things even with just the rough drawings. Although the technology can help you out, the AI, this and that, there's still going to be there's a still long way for it to catch up. I mean, and I don't really see the AI taking over, at least at least for quite good years. And even if it does, I think the art and the animation coming from actual soul, the human, the personal touch, that is going to have a separate, a different feel than what is generated by uh, a machine. Now think of it like using a hard surface plugin to create something which looks futuristic, but you know those boxes and everything, all those things are randomly placed. It doesn't really mean something. But and something of an industrial design, something coming from an industrial designer. Yeah, so it's argumentative, but there's so much in between. I'm while saying this, I'm not quite sure if I'm right or not. So I can't really predict the future, but I do have gut feeling that the art and animation is not going to run out of business with AI. I think it's going to settle at a point that this whole thing is going to benefit artists and designers and not really replace. So, anyways, I was kind of unprepared for this discussion. Yes, Urdu, I don't really say Urdu. Is there anything I can say? I can only say Khatino Hazrat. Does that count as Urdu? Khatino Hazrat. I hope. I hope. I think it's a greeting, right? Ladies and gentlemen, or something like that. Yeah. Pardon if I misspelled anything. I complete. So, guys, I think we should make this in Blender. So let's do this tomorrow. Actually, let's do this tomorrow, and it shouldn't be too difficult. I think once we make these two poles and just sculpt few lines, all we need to do is just a simple animation of the flag, and I'll do some homework on flag, the design of the flag. I'll keep the textures ready and all that, so that I'm not really wasting time on live stream. Yeah. All right. So, what is your native language? My native language is actually Rajasthani. Even though I'm Sikh, my native language is not Punjabi. It's Rajasthani. I was my forefathers are from that region, Rajasthan. So I find it quite difficult to yeah, Punjabi. I can speak Punjabi as well, and Hindi. Of course, my accent says that I'm a Hindi person, Hindi speaking boy. Anyways, so I'll be catching up with you guys tomorrow. Let me just quickly scroll through these questions, and let me just check my phone if my channel got uh, hacked again. Last time I was streaming, my channel got hacked 2 years ago. Since then, I have this phobia about streaming something. You never know. Anyways, so that whole thing was just throwing me away and just limiting me. I was stuck in this phobia that I shouldn't stream. So something to do with streaming, and I was just reading online that whoever is streaming getting hacked. I hope that doesn't happen, and whoever is hacking me, please don't do this. And even if you do, just give it back, okay? Anyways, so about the questions, art is incomplete without. So are you Urdu? How did you get so good at geometry nodes? Not good with geometry nodes. Is there any video about system configuration? So about system configuration, you can check the description. Maybe like a burning tower. So no questions. For how many years you have been using Blender? Blender quite new, but animation industry 15, 17, 2004, since 2004. And I've been learning Blender, just basic animation on my own. This is by Chana Has No Mana. Animation on my own for past 3 years. I would love to get chance to intern. So at this moment, feel free to join Discord, and we might be making groups for people who are interested in animation filmmaking. So we were thinking that uh, if any of you are interested in making animation films, like graduation project or something, just group up on Discord, and on the left, just say hi and write down that I'm interested in making animation film. I've completed the basics. I know a bit of everything, and I have this speciality, and I would like to contribute and make a group. So you sort of have this rogue ninja group, 4 or 5 people. Someone is sketching, someone is animating. So see, if just gather around on Discord, and this is, I mean, you guys also have to take some initiative, um, because I don't think I've been much active lately. I keep getting pulled away with other things. So, and so no questions, no questions. And yeah, so let's catch up tomorrow. It's been about the stream have been going on for some time. How do I see the time? So let's catch up tomorrow. With college finishing up, I have to dip my toes in freelancing to earn. Did you see the Roots movie? Not really. So about the same time tomorrow, let's model this, or maybe around 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening. If it's not too much of holy, I hope it doesn't get crowded here. uh, yeah, so let's catch up tomorrow. And if any of you just want to jam up, play some video games, maybe just jump to Discord. I mean, I play video games all the time. Human needs. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, so quite some progress. I'm happy with the sketch. At least I'm not embarrassed with the not embarrassed with it. Yeah. So I'll see you guys where I yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. And yeah, bye bye. Happy Holi. Take care. And yeah, jump to Discord if any of you want to play some video games. All right.